Okay, good afternoon, friends. We will now discuss other things. Here, fire. These are directly taken from the NBC codebook with some pictorial representation has been made. Try to understand. These are all what provisions as per NBC 2005. The one we have discussed, these are also provisions only. Those include high-rise buildings, okay, including high-rise buildings. And if we have mentioned here clauses where or sections from the code book. See here, part 3, and these are all clauses or sections. Part 4, clauses and sections. Okay, table number, so and so values. Okay, so don't try to remember all these things. Okay, this is not important, only for your information. But the points you should remember is you can all these ABC points like this. See here, we are discussing the provision for staircase. Okay, staircase is there. This is a plan of a building. Okay, this is a plan of a building. See, some hatched small rectangles are provided at the corners. These are the typical recommended locations of staircase. Can you imagine here? Okay, one staircase, another staircase. So in that one we have studied now in the previous case. Wherever the building floor area is more than 500 square meter, you should provide two staircases. So that is why we are providing staircase 1, staircase 2. And another clause tells that it should be located to the exterior wall. So you cannot provide the fire exit staircase here. Okay, it has to be exited to the open ground next to the exterior wall. Okay, so here you can understand. See, for staircase, every high-rise building should have minimum 2 number of staircase. Width of staircase 1 meter to 2 meter ranges upon the usage. For residential building, width of staircase may be minimum 1 meter. Minimum 1 meter. Now, for lifts, we have taken the clause from this part. Okay, part 3, part 4 of NBC. So we can see minimum one lift capable of carrying minimum 8 persons of weighing 545 kg and shall be provided for every high-rise building. See here, this is generally not adopted or not taken during fire. Okay, always remember during the fire accident nobody should use lift, everyone should use a staircase, open staircase, but still they have given like that. Landing doors of lifts shall open to the ventilated lobby. What do you mean by this one? Wherever the doors open, no, for a lift, so they should open for ventilated lobby, shall have a fire resistance of 1 hour. For 1 hour means until fire catches, no. So till 1 hour the things should not collapse. Till 1 hour the doors should withhold the heat and temperature. Okay, that is called as 1 hour capacity, 2 hour capacity. These are called as fire resistance of materials in hours. Fire resistance of materials in hours. Okay, so for this minimum 1 hour. For this minimum 1 hour. And one lift shall be designed as a fire lift. Okay, so one separate lift should be there for fire persons, fire extinguisher persons to go up and down to extinguish the fire. And they also provide fireman switch. They also provided a fireman switch for each lift. Lift shall not be used as means of evacuation. What part I have told now? So lift should not be used for evacuation purpose. Collapsible gates shall not be provided. Means what? Automatic sliding gates should be there, but collapsible gates should not be provided. If more than one lifts are there, if more than one lifts are installed, the partition wall should be minimum 2 hours of fire resistance. Okay, that partition wall is coming now. So that's fire resistance capacity or fire rating. It's called as a fire rating should be minimum 2 hours. Okay, now we have explained no, refugee area. As the height of building increases, after some floors there should be one balcony or projected structure such that people can take refuge there. Okay, so those are called as refugee area. So this is the clause for that one. Okay, so refugee area shall be provided on the periphery of floor, means outside. So this is the front elevation. This is the front elevation. So we can think that it is a small balcony coming out that. So that is why we are taking it as a refugee area RA. See here, for 24th meter height there is one refugee area. So for next 39 meters there is one more refugee area, and after 54 meter one more refugee area. So for every first 24 meter and up to 39 and immediately after next 24 meter. So for every this height, 24 meter height, 39 meter height and 54 meter height, there should be one refugee area. If balconies are not provided, if balconies are provided, they serve as a refugee area. There is no need. So always refugee area are open to the air, open to the outside atmosphere. Okay. Service ducts. What are these service ducts? Okay, as per the appendix of D 1.9.4 NBC, all service ducts are nothing but a closed enclosures. If provided, should have to be enclosed by walls of at least 2 hour fire resistance. Means what? Wherever walls are provided for these service ducts, fire resistance should be 2 hours minimum, and should have to be sealed at every alternate floor with non-combustible material having again 2 hours fire resistance. Okay, again it has to be used by non-combustible material. The sealing at floor level is to be prevent travel of smoke and fire to the upper floors through ducts. See, ducts are nothing but some pipe kind of a structure. Generally, ducts are used for ventilation purpose in a big buildings. So ducts should be covered with non-combustible, first thing. Second is it should be sealed such that from other parts smoke and fire should not get inside that service duct and move to the next level. So to control that one, we are providing service ducts with non-combustible material and 2 hours of fire resistance and properly sealed at each floor level. Now, wet riser come dry comer system. Wet riser come down comer system. What do you mean by this one? See, these are pipeline arrangement which holds water. So that is why we are using wet. So wet means it is completely filled with water. Riser means it is the water is coming from bottom and raising it to the roof level. So that is why we are calling it as riser. And sometimes it is called as downcomer. Means what? Water tank is already there at the top. From there pipeline is drawn and from there water is moving from top to bottom. So that is why we call it as downcomer. Otherwise riser means water tank is there at the bottom on the ground level. From there pumping arrangement is made such that pumping water is made to go at the top. So that is why we call it as wet riser or downcomer. Okay, so these are maybe completely filled with water, then it's called as wet. If it is dry, means what? If it is not having water, then it's called as a dry riser. Dry riser is generally used in cold countries to avoid freezing of water and making it into ice such that pipes should not burst. Whenever fire is there, that time we are using with water. Otherwise, it is kept as dry. Kept as dry. So we have wet riser and downcomer regulations. So for wet riser, it's a vertical pipeline. Dia depends upon the floor area connected to a bottom tank. That's why I told it is connected to a bottom tank. Downcomer is a vertical pipeline. Dia depends upon the floor and connected to overhead tank. If you see this one diagram, you will understand. Okay, so this is a typical example of wet riser. Okay, so that is why the name is given riser system in a building. What is happening here? There is a wall, there is a pipe which is going to the top level, and at every floor level there is a landing walls. From there fire people will get water. Okay, fire people will get water to extinguish. Okay, now this is an external wall. Okay, now here the walls, the pumping arrangement can be made. Some small drain wall is provided, two inlet is there, steel cabinet is there. So like that it is provided. See, from here there may be one underground tank. Here only they can have underground tank. From there pumping arrangement is made so that water will go into the top. Okay, so that is why we call it as a riser. If it is completely filled with water, then it is called as wet riser. So on the top we have air release valve. So at each floor level we have landing valve. From there pipeline will be taken. Okay, now what is this? Is generally downcomer. Full diagram is not shown, similar to this one only, but only difference will be on this there will be overhead tank and pipes have been drawn like this only. There will be overhead tank, pipe will be drawn. Okay, so that is the part of wet riser and downcomer. These are emergency purpose used for fire extinguishing operations. These are generally used in the what is that, emergency cases. So here only that fire equipments will be kept to break the seal, to have a hose. Okay, everything is connected here.